Chapter 2, September 23rd, 2407, 0901 hours, Utopia Planitia Shipyards, Mars, Sector 001. People gathered from countries all over Earth to hail the new ship that was to be commissioned at the Utopian Planitia Shipyards orbiting Mars. It would be a new class of starship, the Aegis class, that would usher in a new era for the Federation. The shipyard brightly lit up the giant letters that were etched onto the hull of the ship. USS Dragonfly, NX 99472. The Admiral couldn't help but wonder who picked out the name. It just didn't sound right for a Federation ship, but at his age, the Admiral always understood that he was old school. The Aegis class was a heavy cruiser-type starship. It was not a particularly large ship, maybe the size of an Akira class. The Dragonfly was sharp and very shiny due to its outer hull being made of new material incorporated as part of its armor. It did not have a standard saucer section like most Federation ships. Rather, the saucer section was segmented into two large arcs that were thick and pointed in the front and tapered off on each of the sides and to the back. The new design had the overall shape of a typical Federation starship, but occupied as much as 40% less space and required 25% less material than a standard ship of the same dimensions. The term Aegis implied defense. Contrary to most ships in the Federation, the Aegis-class starship was not a ship meant for exploration. Fundamentally, it was meant as a defensive vehicle equipped to deal with emergencies. It was designed to quickly reach distant parts of the galaxy and deliver emergency supplies, assist in skirmishes, provide frontline support in major battles, and escort key figure leaders. Although a defensive ship, it was given a sharp set of teeth. 2 or 3 of these ships in a highly coordinated attack could quickly incapacitate a Klingon Vorcha-class ship. The Admiral sipped his last drop of Roctagino. Damn. He was trying to cut back on the thing, as all men and women try to do at his age, but he thirsted for another cup. The first one just didn't take.
Computer, another Roctagino. And piping hot this time.
Ensign Ferris to Admiral Roth.
Yes? What is it, Ensign?
Captain Darren Seth apologizes for being late. He said that he still had business to take care of. There was some incident on the Chicago.
What kind of incident?
He wouldn't say, sir, but he's headed towards your quarters right now.
Understood. Thank you, Ensign.
These youngsters, the Admiral thought. They have no respect for schedules. Then there was the Admiral's captain of choice for the Dragonfly, Darren Seth. The Admiral couldn't help but wonder if he had made the wisest decision to choose him, but he decided long ago that it wasn't always a good idea to second-guess one's decision once it was made. Darren was a newly minted Starfleet captain at the age of only 28, and a graduate of Red Squad, Starfleet's most elite cadets. His records show that he was a bit of a troublemaker aboard the USS Chicago. Defiant and independent, he managed to defy all expectations during his time on the ship. All of those thoughts circled through the Admiral's mind as he drank his Roctagino, so much that he hadn't noticed that the door chimed. The small panel on the side of the door showed that it was Captain Seth waiting outside the door. The door chimed again.
Come in, Darren.
Admiral Roth. Captain Darren Seth. Reporting as requested, sir.
Please, come in.
Captain Seth walked into the Admiral's quarters in a firm, yet nervous manner.
I trust everything is all right aboard the Chicago?
Yes, sir. I just had one last disagreement with my captain, that's all.
And now you'll have your own crew to disagree with you. I called you here because I wanted to congratulate you in private, before I officially sent you on your way.
Thank you, sir. That's greatly appreciated.
At ease, Captain.
I look forward to taking command of the Dragonfly. I take extreme pride in...
I said, at ease, boy. So, have you gotten a peek at her, or did you just stick with your specs?
Seth looked a little puzzled, but realized it wasn't uncommon for overly excited and clever captains to take a sneak peek at the new ship he was about to command before it was officially sent on its way.
No, sir. I only left the Chicago just now.
Take care of her, Captain. The Dragonfly, I mean. She's a special ship. She's a novelty, and still very experimental. Starfleet has plans to make only 8 of these ships, and you are the first to command one. Have you read up on your senior officers and crew yet?
Not yet, sir. I prefer to meet them in person first. I think reports can cloud first impressions. Plus, I think it spoils the surprise.
Quite right. They do, in a way. You have a most interesting crew, I must say. Of course, I'm the one who picked out most of them. You'll soon get a chance to meet them, with the exception of your first officer. He's finishing up his last duties on Deep Space 4 and will be joining you in a couple of weeks. Take care of your crew, Darren, and they'll take care of you.
Yes, sir. I understand.
The Admiral cautiously put down his second rectagino and began speaking in a more cautious, deeper tone.
The Federation and the Alpha Quadrant are still in great peril, Seth. Far worse than is commonly known. We can't assist everyone in the quadrant and still be able to defend ourselves against our enemies. And today, we have many more enemies and fewer friends. Space is not for the faint of heart. It is hostile. I told that to your Academy friend as well, Captain Santiago. I'm placing you two with a great deal of trust and responsibility. I hope you realize that. I had to push to get both of you your own ships. The majority of the Federation Council felt that, despite your credentials and accomplishments, both of you were far too young. I hope you will prove them wrong.
With respect, sir.
Yes?
If I may ask, why did you promote me to captain so soon? I had only spent 1 year as first officer aboard the Chicago.
Are you saying you don't want it?
No, sir, not at all. I just...
When the time comes, you haven't proven yourself just yet. I can kick you back down to ensign if you don't perform. There will be a lot riding on your first mission.
I understand, sir.
You're dismissed, son. I'll see you on the bridge of your ship.
Seth left the Admiral's room. The Admiral stared down at his half-finished rectagino and felt his stomach turn a little. Perhaps it was time for new beginnings in more ways than one, he thought. He put it down on the glass table and charged out of the room towards the bridge.